But of course, we do begin tonight with that major coordinated attack on Iran, the U.S. along with Israel launching strikes into the country overnight. Israel targeted Iranian military leaders, and this evening Israel and the United States say they both believe Iran's supreme leader was killed in those airstrikes. Meanwhile, the United States aimed to take out Iran's ballistic missile and nuclear programs. Iran responded by firing missiles at Israel as well as at U.S. bases across the region in Qatar, Kuwait, and Bahrain. And in an interview this afternoon with NBC's Kristen Welker, Trump said he believes the strikes were a, quote, huge success, adding a large number of other Iranian leaders were killed in those strikes. And here at home, some protesters gathering to speak out against the attacks. Our Chris Hush joins us live from Federal Plaza, where protesters are gathering. Hey, Chris.
Hey there, Randy. Good evening to you. Good evening to you at home as well. You can see behind me, protesters are just starting to gather here. The protest really hasn't kicked off just yet. They are still arriving here. There's about a few dozen already here in Federal Plaza. There are several groups involved. That includes the Anti-War Committee Chicago. They're calling this an emergency protest, demanding the president go through Congress before carrying out more attacks in Iran. But the president believes the U.S. couldn't wait any longer.
They've rejected every opportunity to renounce their nuclear ambitions, and we can't take it anymore.
That was a permanent commitment in 2015 deal. I know that President Trump doesn't like that deal, but at least we proved our, goodwill, and we proved that we are not seeking nuclear weapons. And it was not Iran who withdrew from that deal. It was the U.S.
So you just heard from Iran's foreign minister there responding to President Trump earlier today. The president also urging the people of Iran to seize control and rise up against Islamic leadership. This comes after Israel and the U.S. launched a major joint attack against that leadership, killing at least 200 people. That's according to Iranian officials. Iran retaliated with its own missiles, most of which were intercepted by missile defense systems. And reaction, including here at home, is extremely mixed here. Senate Democratic leader Chuck Schumer and House Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries pointing out that the president must brief Congress before such actions. Senators Dick Durbin and Tammy Duckworth adding concerns about potential long-term military commitment, while Senator Lindsey Graham told President Trump, quote, well done. William Muck, he's a professor of political science at North Central College, and he weighed in on this.
The Constitution is very clear on this, right? If the United States is engaged in military operation, engaged in war, the president has to get approval from Congress. Now, that's on paper, but what we've seen throughout U.S. history is that presidents circumvent this, and they find ways around this, and Congress oftentimes is unwilling to push back.
So with that said, some members of Congress, mostly Democrats, a few Republicans, are vowing to force a vote next week to limit the powers of President Trump when it comes to war powers. We'll have the latest tonight at 10 p.m., of course, including developments from this protest that is getting underway here in Federal Plaza. For now, I'm Chris Hush, live in Federal Plaza, NBC 5 News.